There we are. So just playing around with the volume there. I don't know if anyone's listening on YouTube at the moment. We're just going through some technical stuff. If there's anyone in the chat on the student side, would you be able to just check to see if that volume's all right? Because I can't tell from my end. So you can just sort of say on the Discord, on Discord there, if you can just say yes or give a 1 or whatever, and just see if that volume's sounding all right. I think I can hear some feedback going on there. That sounds all right. I mean, as long as it's not distorting, that's fine. I think that's okay, isn't it?
Yeah, it's working.
Cool. Thanks, Paul. Right. Okay. So yeah. So welcome everyone. If you're joining us on YouTube as well, this is the first time we've done anything like this. This is going to be a collaboration between myself and my colleague Robert Dempster, who you're going to be seeing some of his stuff in a minute, and we're even going to have some of our students possibly joining in. So we'll see how we get on with that. Right. So we've got desktop audio. All right. I wonder if I could just turn down desktop audio. Okay, I'm getting some feedback going on there, but anyway, it is what it is. Right. So let's have a look. Let's have a look, shall we? I'm going to bring this clock to. We're a little bit. The clock stopped anyway, so we are actually out of our time at the moment. So I'm just going to put that on pause. Bring that out of the way. Minimize that. Right, let's go and see what Rob's been up to before we go any further. So I'm just going to pop this out.
Some grass details in at the moment.
Right. Okay, Rob. So I'm assuming that people can hear you on YouTube as well. Do you want to talk them through what you've been playing around with and what we're going to be doing today?
Yeah, sure. So I'm just building some assets together at the moment. I'm just using a collective of 2 images. So I've got a brass PNG, and I'm just laying them together to create a little scene. So I can just drag this out, stretch it into the scene. And same for the rock. So I've only got 2 assets, so hopefully we'll get some more assets soon. And we're just going to see how many scenes we can build with a limited amount of assets. So these are just PNGs. We've also got a model that Jason's modeled here. And I can lay this within the scene. It's great in VR because I can just zoom all the way in and get some ideas of, in fact I can make it really big, can I, and then put it in the background here, like so. There we go.
Very cool.
And yeah, just basically exploring a mixture of 2D and 3D assets. Creating a little game with it.
And have you said what you said the program that you're using for the VR, haven't you?
Yeah. This is Tilt Brush.
Yeah.
It's on. It's currently on Steam. There we go. And then we've got a series of brushes that we can experiment with. So we've got a flame effect here. Let's experiment with something else. Matte Hole, this is a pretty good one, just to make some rocks. And it's great, it's got that low poly effect, so it almost looks like Sea of Thieves, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Very stylized. Yeah, just experimenting.
Yeah.
So, did you say you've got some other models, Jason? You've got some characters.
Right, I put the characters. I've got some alien characters that I created. Now, this is a bit of an experiment, folks. So, just bear with us. But the models that I gave over to Rob were originally OBJs, and I've sent him over some FBX files. So, I'm just looking at whether or not that works. So that'll be in the Dropbox, Rob.
Okay. I'll have a look at it.
Yeah. But other than that, I'm going to just continue working on those rocks. So we can start from scratch, if you like, with the new one and start building it up that way, and maybe think about putting some characters in and anything really. And if anyone wants to join in, you can do. I've got the you should have for those students out there who've got the link. You should be able to just click on that and then upload work to there. If anyone else happens to be watching outside of the group, you can, if you wanted to. So if there's anyone out there in YouTube land who wanted to join in, you could create a model just as long as you can put like a downloadable link in there, and obviously as long as it's appropriate, of course. And you know, when I mean appropriate, as in it's not rude, then yeah, we absolutely welcome a little bit of input as well. It'd be a really nice thing to do. So yeah, so just to recap, we're in this for about an hour or so. It's just really a bit of a mess around, bit of a play around. We're going to be uploading stuff. I'm going to be modeling stuff. We'll probably be flitting back and forth. So whilst Rob starts kind of, you know, making up a kind of environment, we can maybe come back to my screen and I'll probably do a little bit of modeling. Might even do a little bit in Photoshop as well, looking at if anyone out there can give me like an image, I can maybe have a look at playing around with the alpha channels in Photoshop to create like a PNG, and then we can put that in there as well. Again, if you want to. If not, I'll just create something anyway. Maybe some of you out there just want to watch, and that's absolutely fine as well. And that's it really. Just relax, just having a little bit of fun. So there we are. Right. So going forward, did you want to say anything else, Rob, or shall we go back? Should we flip over to my screen and see how that works?
Yeah, sure, you could do that, and then I'm going to see if I can import some of these other models.
Yeah. Okie dokie. So let me just try and figure this out, because as I mentioned before, folks, it's the first time we've really done anything like this, and I just wanted to. There we go. So let's see if I can just flick you now over to my screen. So if I go display capture, is that, there we go. So if I go display 1, there we go. That's okay. All right. Right. So you should by rights be able to kind of see my screen now. So this is the oh, I've got white out. There we go. Hopefully it's not going to crash. Move that down. So there we are. So this is just a model I created just for this morning, and sent the details over to Rob, and basically started off in Maya and just did a very basic sculpt of like of this like toadstool, and just extruded down, used the extrude tool, and just basically created this kind of just from a cylinder, and then put it into 3D coat, sculpted into it, and then put a bunch of stuff on there. I baked it, so I went from I'll just come back here a sec. So I took it from here basically, and I went to use the retopo via decimation, and basically retopologized it as you can see there. So, you know, just very kind of quick, and then eventually we came through to here. Now I think the reason we've got that funniness going on is sort of, I've still got that turned on. There we go. And then just painted it really. Just went through a range of different smart materials, and I did add some other details here, but that's in normals. I use the alpha brush for that, and because obviously the VR doesn't use normals. It, you know, basically it just had to be a sort of texture. So that was that, and then if I just go through to where are we? I think it's rocks. There we are. I don't need to save that. I'll just open up the other project. There we go. So this is what I started doing. This is what I was going to send through to Rob. Is basically I'm just going to be sculpting some rocks here. So let's spend a bit of time. Again, what I've done here is I've just sort of I've actually created all of this in 3D Coat. And what I'm going to do here is what I was in the middle of doing is just very, very quickly. I mean, the emphasis is that it's going to be a fairly quick turnaround. So that's the whole spirit, the whole purpose of what we're trying to achieve this morning, or this afternoon, should I say? Losing track of time.
Can you share your screen on the games channel, Jason?
I can see if I can share it on the games channel. Yes. Just bear with me 1 second. Let me just. Okay, is everyone all right with that, by the way? Because it might go out onto YouTube land. I think everyone's using like using their own kind of names anyway, aren't they? Is that all right?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Yeah. Okay, let's do that then. All right. So I'll just nuke that. And where are we? Just give me a second. I just need to do a bit of. There we go. So if I go. Video screen. There we are. Screen. Is it going to show anything? Right. Is anyone seeing that? I'm not sure if it's actually showing my screen. Turn on camera. I don't want to turn on camera. Share your screen. Let's try that. Doesn't seem to be doing anything. Ah, there we are. So I'll share that one there. Cool. Right. I'm now live. Right. Can everyone see that then? Because I can't see that. Can everyone see that? See that screen? Is that a yes?
Your screen's currently loading.
It's currently loading. Okay. Says I'm live now. Anything?
Not yet.
Oh, right.
It might be worth stopping your screen share.
Yeah. Then start again.
Share again.
Yeah, let's try that then. Tell you what, I'll stop watching Rob's then, and I'll go screen that way. Let's try that. Right. How's that?
Yeah, it's working.
Hey, there we go. Right. Okay. So again, these are just a little bit tricky to kind of navigate. I'll just lose some of my windows as well and go back to where we were in 3D Coat. There we are. So yeah, so as you can see here, I was just working on just creating a bit of the this ground, and so the aim is if we can create some stuff, some content, then Rob's going to be able to kind of work his magic, and we're going to be able to kind of make some assets. So that could be things like rocks, it could be some grass, it could be I don't know, it could be like a fence post, it could be literally anything you want really. There aren't really any rules with this. It's just create some content, and we can then put some stuff in there. It can be 2D, so if you wanted to kind of do like a painting or a drawing or something, you're more than welcome to do that. That's absolutely fine. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm just creating really a clump of ground that I can then send over to Rob. So what I'll do is I'll re-topologize it. I'll send it over to Rob with the diffuse, and then he should by rights be able to just put it into the scene and then just dress it into the scene really. And then we just build up. So it's a bit like Rob's kind of partly doing like level design in VR. I think that's the general aim here, just kind of creating a little scene. So let's have a look here at, I'm going to maybe just cut part of this rock away. I'm going to clone that. And then, so basically I'm just sort of doing a bit of a cheat. I'm using the same rock, but just kind of playing around with the size and putting it into the scene. And then what I'm going to do is once I'm kind of happy with that, I'm going to look to retopologize and then put a bit of paint on. And away we go. I might just move some of these around as well. And again, just so it doesn't look too samey, I want to look to see if I can do some bits and bobs here. I might just kind of trim it down a little bit. I don't want it to kind of be too big. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll do what I'll do. I'll maybe have some, see if I can make some kind of grass-like texture. Now we've got these spikes, and let's see if I can kind of create some like alien-looking grass or something. We'll see. What's that? Oh, I'm not sure about that. So look at this. That's not quite what I was looking for. Let's try something else. What about that? Again, that's not quite what I was looking for. Looks pretty cool though, but it's not quite what I was looking for. Maybe I'll just use like some kind of tentacle. I'll just take some of that out actually. So for anyone who's just sort of joining us, because I can't quite see, oh, I can see, yeah, there we go. I can see a few people who've joined. Manjot's with us as well. Welcome, Manjot. So just let everyone know, I'm streaming this, well, streaming my screen on YouTube at the moment. So you're going out live. Well, not you, but what we're doing is we're going out live to the world. And well, basically, the aim of this is to really just do a bit of a sort of demo, sort of real-time collaboration. And this is also entirely open to you as well. So if you want to contribute anything, whether it's kind of like a 2D image or indeed a 3D model, as long as it's kind of fairly low poly and it just has a diffuse, then you're more than welcome to sort of join in. So this is just for me and Rob. This is open to any of you if you so wish. If you just want to just chill and just watch us do some stuff, that's absolutely fine as well. So don't you worry. It's perfectly fine. It's just really to have a bit of fun, and also, you know, and get a bit of feedback, because if it's something that perhaps you want to do in the future, whether or not we broadcast this on YouTube or not, if it's something that's of interest to you, where, you know, perhaps do it if not on a weekly basis or on a fortnightly basis, we can certainly do that as well. So, but it's just a good way to kind of just have a bit of a sort of collaboration and a bit of a play. So I'm just working into the ground here. The aim of this is to really get it so I can then pass it on to Rob. I wanted to kind of put some grass in here, so like grass type effect.
Yeah, so I've just downloaded the alien that you've sent to me.
All right.
But, make sure it's an OBJ and not FBX, because the animation that's connected to the FBX won't load, so it's currently in a T-pose.
Oh, right. So I'll have to perhaps put it into... yeah, it'll only download as an FBX, so I might have to put it into Photoshop. So maybe that's something I can do when we kind of kick it back over to you, and I can maybe open up Photoshop and open up Maya, sorry, and put the characters in there. But yeah, so just going forward, I'm just looking to create this bit of a clump of ground, Rob, and
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to go and just do a little bit of a paint job with it, and I want to kind of put some like, I don't think it has really like a sort of grass function in this, so it's going to have to be something like a tentacle. I think we might have to go with tentacles, folks, so we can see what that looks like. Could be interesting. Maybe if make it a little bit thinner. It's kind of alien grass. See what that looks like. It's not looking too bad, not looking too shabby. And then we'll maybe put some over here as well. So again, this is really, we were talking this morning about this, about, you know, Rob was kind of loading a load of stuff into the scene that you were seeing. I'm just thinking just how cool it is just to kind of come up with some ideas, as much as anything else. Just, you know, to be able to kind of create like a model and then just try some things out. You could even do a screen grab and then just bob it straight back into Photoshop or something or other, you know, and you've got it there, you know, it's there free. Just something to think about, you know, just think sideways as opposed to trying to just create everything in sort of in 2D, or having a design and thinking, right, this is going to be the design, now I'm going to model it, you know, and it's like, well, hold on a minute, why don't you maybe have a think about just having a bit of a play? I don't think we play enough, you know. I think that's one of the things that part of the reason why, you know, I personally keep a sketchbook is mainly just for playing around, messing around. We don't mess around enough. Generally, what we do is, I think maybe for, and again, this is perhaps a generalization, but we messing around in like video games, but that's not really messing around. Just experimenting, and also it doesn't have to be perfect. You know, just let go of this thing, this idea of it's just got to be perfect, or else, you know, I'm not going to continue working on it. I've had loads of failures. I've failed loads of times. You shouldn't really be afraid of that. Right, I'm going to right click on this now. I'm going to go read topo via decimation now. In case it doesn't get all of it, I might just have a look at using the this extrusion tool, because I did a bake like this before and it didn't get the entire bake. So let's just have a quick look. Right, it seems to have got it all, but I might just do some additional extrusion there, just so it gets just so it gets the entire thing. We'll see how that. Oh, don't want to go too far. Let's try that. We can always try it again. I can see bits of it that it may miss already, bits on the ends where it's a little bit too thin. I'm not going to get stressed about that. All right, and then I'm going to go bake. And we'll see where we go from there. That all looks good. Click OK. And again, I haven't got the best computer in the world. It's pretty dire, but hopefully it'll get the job done. Okay, has that done it? Let's go and have a look. Let's go and take that out. Okay, drum roll, folks. All right, not too bad. Yeah, that looks all right. Cool. You can see there it's done all the decimation. So again, I don't want to spend too long on this, but again, it's just to sort of show you, like, I've created this really within. I did before I sort of showed you the model that I've got. It's probably taken me about 5-10 minutes. Yeah, about 10 minutes. And then you saw how long it took me to do that. And then all that's really left to do there is, I've moved my little goblin guy out of the way, is I'm just going to create another little layer. And I'm just going to add some color to these rocks. Now I might go. Is there anything in this sort of cartoon section of this? I don't know, or maybe not. I might just go with default. Let's have a look at that. Let's try that. It's plastic glossy kind of thing, whatever. Or let's wait for it to do its thing. It's probably because I've got lots of things going on at the moment. It's taxing it.
Right, so I'm going to experiment with some of the lighting. I've just changed the background, and I'm now going to switch out these lights. So we've got our main light.
Shall I switch back over to you, Rob, by the way?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Now, do I have to stop streaming to look at what you're doing? Let's have a look. Watch stream. There we go. I can see your screen. 2D, 3D, VR collaboration. Is that right?
What's that?
Is that your screen there that I'm looking at? Yeah, it is, isn't it? You're looking at the Dropbox at the moment.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I can just flip it back over to you on the stream. Okay, I can't quite get to grips with that. Why is that not? I'm trying to just change the screens at the moment, but it's not letting me do it.
Well, on YouTube.
Yeah, it's not letting me do it. It does this sometimes. My computer does it, where it I've got Windows open, but it won't allow me to open it. Let's see if it does it there. If not, I can just bring your screen down to my screen. I'll do that. Might be easier. Let's do that. There we go. Excellent. I love the snow. That's great. Fantastic.
Yeah, so we can get some water. Where's this? Neon? No. Pulse? Just trying to remember where everything is. Nope. Icing, what's that? It's like icing a cake. Diamond. Ooh, that's interesting. Or puddles of water.
Nice.
There we go. So I've just added a bit of smoke in the background as well.
Yeah. Yeah, the smoke's really cool as well. So you can put ice in there. That's very cool. Almost looks like water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. So is anyone going to create some assets? Drop them in. Anyone at all?
I think everyone's just. I think they're probably just enjoying the show, aren't they?
Trying to think what to make, really.
We've got time, so could be anything. Anything at all.
It doesn't have to be for this piece. This is just something I'm doing whilst I'm waiting. Right, what else we got? You run the risk of just adding too many effects.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Some great effects though in Tilbrush.
Yeah.
Cables running down.
Did you say we can send it as an OBJ?
Yes.
Sound vinyl.
You right?
Hey, that's nice. I would say for straight up modeling, the Oculus Medium is probably better. And if you're doing anything that's going to have a lot of detail or be very precise, then Gravity Sketch is the best for that. But for this to have a lot of special effects and control the lighting, it's brilliant. Just straight in, drag and drop your models, start sculpting into it, and like Jason said, just get a new perspective here. So as opposed to just creating your model and then creating a slide and then there we go, it's finished. Why not put it into something like VR if you've got it? If you haven't got it, then you can upload it to something like Sketchfab or P3D. Is it P3D, Jason?
Yeah, P3D, yeah.
3D, yeah. Upload it, scale around your model, and take a screenshot of that. And say we zoom way in, and now we're looking up at this toadstool. Take a screenshot, put that into Photoshop, and start painting into it.
Mm.
So use 3D to your advantage.
That's it. That's it. You don't necessarily need to kind of stay in 3D. It's just use it as a tool. Because I think that's like it can be a bit of a barrier, particularly if you're like, you know, if you're used to just drawing stuff. And you think, well, I'm not really into 3D. It's like, but then use it for what you need. If you go into places like ArtStation, you'll see lots of 2D artists. They'll just use like Maya just to kind of just get perspective. Like, okay, I'll just block it out. I'll just use some like cylinders. I'll block it out. I'll see what it looks like, and then I'll just take it. And that's the first and the last time. And then the rest of the time they're just in Photoshop. But just as a kind of as a starting point, you know, it's quite useful for things like lighting, composition.
Where can we send the models, by the way, Si?
There's a link on the Discord chat that you can just go to. Now, for some reason, that's unknown to me, I can't get any paint on this model. I don't quite know what's going on there. So what I might do, Rob, I might just sort of send it over as is. It's baked. It's just for some reason. I don't know if it's because this computer's. It might be sort of screaming a little bit because I've got so many things open. But it might be sort of struggling.
Yeah, probably why. Yeah.
Yeah. just going to double check to see if there's anything. If it is anything I'm not, something I'm not doing, but no, it's just not. It might be something to do with the graphics card, but it doesn't matter. Let's try just one last ditch attempt at. Let's try that. No, it ain't happening. It ain't happening. All right, I'm just going to send this to you. Yeah, I mean it's all right. It's okay. All right, so these are going to be rocks. So it's rocks and a bit of foliage, Rob, which I'm going to be sending to you. I'm going to call it rocks and foliage. So for anyone else out there who's going to be sending stuff, just make sure that it's like the OBJ, the MTL file, and just the diffuse. Yeah, nothing else, because VR can't read normal maps or anything like that. We'll save that. I'm just going to export these now to you. Right. So we've got about what? We've got about 9, hovering between 9 and 10 people. About 9 people in the on the stream on YouTube. If anyone is looking on YouTube, by the way, be sure to give us a like. That can always get a lot more attention from people. So you can even have people looking in. So if you haven't done so already, as you know, I'm always shamelessly plugging my YouTube channel. Right, I'll call it Rocks. Foliage. There we go. And right, and there's 1, 2. There we go. And it was JPEG, wasn't it, Rob, as the texture? There we go. Yeah. And I'll just call this Rocks Foliage. Okay, let's go. Right. Right, let's see if I can.
I've requested access to Enforcer, by the way, Jason.
All right. Is it? Will it not allow you to do it automatically?
No, it says get access to edit.
Oh right. Let me go and have a look then. Let's have a look. Right. Let's see if I can. It says people with invited can edit, so I've sent you the link. So it's saying that you can actually edit, Paul. So shouldn't require access. Are you still there, Paul?
Yeah, sorry, I was muted.
Yeah. Yeah, it's saying you can edit.
That's strange.
Let's have a look. Yes, anyone with a link can access it. You shouldn't need.
Oh, I don't know if it's because I'm on my Google account.
Shouldn't matter. No, that shouldn't matter. You're on. I don't know. That's a bit of a mystery, that. Yeah, anyone with a link can have a look. You can edit. People with a link can view. Access. Folder members. Ah. I'll tell you what you could do then. I was trying to think if that doesn't work.
It's always up into OneDrive and then just send us the link.
Yeah, just do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just do that. Put it in the chat. How's it going, Rob?
Not too bad, not too bad.
Right.
Now I got some water or the sea around this tiny little island.
Yeah.
I've added a bit of snow.
Cool. That's looking really nice. Now I did. Where are we? I'm just going to upload now. If it's not, did I do it already? I'm losing track. No, I didn't. I'm going to create a new folder now called Rocks and Foliage, and I'm going to upload that now into the Dropbox. So just go upload. Oh, sorry. Oh, I thought I'd taken over the screen then for a minute. So look. Upload files. Oh, that's looking good. Got everything as an outline.
Yeah, just having a look at some other people's work. Very clever.
Yeah. 3D drawings. 3D drawings. Right. Just uploading these files. So I'm just uploading these files now to you, so they should be there in a second.
Okie doke.
Yeah, looks very cool. So that's another thing as well. I mean, you could just basically draw in 3D as well. I mean, that's the crazy thing about this. So even though you're working in 3D, you can also just draw in 3D. There we are. Those files are there when you want to open them, and
okay, brilliant.
Just smooth that out of the way. I'm gonna have a look and see if I can do those aliens.
Yeah.
So for anyone who might have just joined us recently, welcome. We're just having a bit of a sort of jamming session, really, as myself and Rob, and for anyone else looking on YouTube as well, we're just having a play with VR, with Oculus Rift, and basically I'm making some models, and my colleague Robert, who's basically taking charge of the whole VR experience, is importing them into there and having lots of fun arranging all this stuff and having a bit of a play around. At some point as well, Rob, we'll have to have a look at we'll have to plug your channel as well, your YouTube channel, just so everyone's aware that you are there. But we'll perhaps do that towards the end.
I agree. Okay, so I'm just making a folder. I'm going to test this. Just drop this in. I'm just going to rename that JPEG just in case, just so it's exactly the same. Rocks and foliage.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Let's give it a whirl.
Cool.
In we go. Let's start a new sketch. Let's go back to this one. Right, where are we? Sketch, rocks and foliage. Ooh, okay. Right. So for some reason the texture didn't load with it.
That's weird. I can see the texture there. Again. The texture's there though, isn't it? That's weird.
Texture is there, yeah. Let me
did before.
Right, rocks and foliage. Yes, no texture.
How odd. It is a JPEG, isn't it, that I sent you?
Yeah. It might be because I need to close down the software before. I'll just do that again.
Yeah. Well, my computer's frozen up. I think it's I don't know, it's having a meltdown. It can't cope.
Nope.
Aww. Well, I guess it fits with the wintry scene, doesn't it? You kind of got like a bit of snow there, so maybe that's really weird, though, isn't it? It's really weird.
Yeah, what I'll do is I'll close this down and then reopen it.
All right. All right. Whilst Rob's in the middle of doing that, I'm just going to bring in models. So what we were attempting to do earlier is, if I go import now, I was attempting to basically bring in some like these alien characters that are created. Well, an alien character in a different pose. And basically, I posed them in. They're probably going to be absolutely huge now, aren't they? In Mixamo. We'll have a look anyway. See what it does. Oh, there we are. Let's hit 6. Right, we've got a little alien character here. All right, so he's in his little pose. It looks a bit weird because it's the because of the normals, but what I'm going to do here is I'm going to attempt just to extract. All I wanted really was the pose at the end of the day, so I might just see if I can combine these two, or just go mesh, combine, and then just separate the mesh out from the skeleton, because we don't need the skeleton anymore. So let's see how we get on with that. I'll try one, and I'm going to bob it over to Rob and just see. It's going to go to modify. Let's go. What's it? Freeze transformations, and then let's go and delete the history as well. Right. Hopefully, then it won't completely nuke the model. There we are. But we've ended up with the model looking black. Just lost its texture. Not sure what's going on there. Let me just take it back a few steps then. Something's happened. Maybe I shouldn't have combined it. Maybe that's it. Let's try that again then. I'll just leave it be. All right, it's not going to allow me to do that. It's probably because it's not. Where are we? Unlock selected. See if that works. So that works. And then combined, it's not working. So let's see if we can do that again. That's better. Excellent. And then I'll just go to edit, and I'm just going to get rid of the history on that, just so I'm going to delete this. Hopefully it won't delete the entire thing, which is good. Right, and then I'm going to see if I can export this. Okay, so drum roll. I'm going to see if I can export this to Rob now. Right, so export as an OBJ. So export selection. And is Rob, are you there?
Yeah.
Now, did you say will it? Do you think it will accept an FBX, or will it have to be an OBJ?
Ideally, it should be an OBJ.
Yeah, let's try that then. So we'll go. I'll call this Alien 1, because there's like basically it's the same alien but in different poses, and we'll see if we can. Mind you, I don't have the. Anyway, let's just do it. I'm not sure if I've got the texture separate. So if I go and upload this now to the Dropbox. Create. So call this Alien 1. So I'm just putting this into a folder, and then I'm going to see if I can just upload this. Now it might just be that it doesn't have a texture. So be it. That's just the way it's going to have to be. But go to desktop, and I'll go and find. Right, we've got the MTL file. It might have then, because if it's the material, it might work. I don't know. We'll see. And then go open. There we are. So that's just uploading now, Rob.
Brilliant.
Our little alien dude. Now it's got the MTL file. I'm wondering if it will, mind you, if it hasn't got the texture specifically uploaded in there, it may not upload, because it was bound in with the FBX, you see. So
yeah, it has to have the JPEG texture to it. Yeah.
Let's just see if I can. I might tell you what. I might just have a look and see. How's everyone doing out there, by the way? Is it all right? Are you not getting too bored? I know you're out there. I can hear you breathing. That's an old comedian's joke, by the way. And obviously not very funny, because I'm not really getting many laughs from it. But there we are. Right. So if what I'm doing at the moment is, you can't see it on the screen, but I'm just looking at another folder to see if I can find my little alien dude and get the texture. I may not be successful in that endeavor, but we'll see. Let's have a look and see if I can find it in here. Alien. See if that brings anything up. So we've got an alien diffuse there. So I could have a look at that. So I'm uploading that, Rob, as well. Alien diffuse.
All right, cool.
And now it may be, though, because he's wearing a little kind of uniform. I can't see, you see, because it's a target file. It might be the uniform, it might be his skin. I'm not entirely sure. I might just have another look and to see if I can find another one. I'll just type in alien. So that's one diffuse. Then we've got another diffuse. I guess we'll see. I don't know. I can't quite make it out. We'll try that one and then see how we get on with that. How are you getting on? Have you managed to import it yet, Rob?
It was the one that you sent me of the rocks and the foliage.
Yeah.
It was just blank, so I'm just kind of painting into it and making it look like a snowy scene instead.
Yeah. What about the alien?
Toadstool.
Excellent. What about the alien? Should we have a quick look and see what you're doing?
Yeah.
All right. Let's move that off to one side then, and then we'll come back. Where are you? There you are. No. Right. Are you live?
Yeah.
Is that you there, or is that me? I can't tell. No, I think that's me. We've got YouTube going. We've got Discord going. It's yeah, that's quite confusing. I'm not seeing you. Let me just have a quick look, because I'm not seeing you in on Discord for some reason.
Should be there. Let's have a look. Yep, I'm live.
Let me have a look. No, I'm not seeing anything.
On the games group, yep.
Discord. Might just have to kind of open it up a little again. Open it up again. Right. And Right, you're not. I still can't see you, Rob. You're not showing up as live.
Yeah, it's live on mine.
Yeah. No, I can see you. You're there on the general, but when I look on general, there's no live symbol.
On voice channels.
Got general. There's your name there, and then that's it. Yeah, voice channels, general, and then there's your name.
Can anyone else see me?
Yeah, that's a good point. Can anyone else see him?
No.
Is that no?
No, no.
Ah, so I don't think anyone could see you, Rob.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just gone off. That's strange.
Yeah.
It's live before.
I think there we are. That's better. Watch the stream. There we go. Awesome. All right. Let's pop that out onto the. Cool. Excellent.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, brilliant. That's very nice. It's great. Yeah, it looks very wintry, doesn't it? That's great. Very nice.
So later on, can you export this scene into a different engine like Maya or 3D Code?
Yeah, you can export this out. Yeah.
That's the cool thing about it is it's all you can export them all as OBJs. I'm not sure if now there's a question, Rob. Can you save out the textures that you create?
It should do. Yeah. It should do. It's like a poly paint, so it should attach to it. In theory. I haven't tested it out.
But then what you could do is you could just use it as a base initially and then just work into it in, clean it up in whatever it is, or put it into ZBrush or put it into 3D Coat or put it into Maya, clean it up, and then you can paint onto it in, with Substance Painter or 3D Coat or anything. Or there we go. So Dee Dee was saying you couldn't see the stream, but I'm assuming that you can see it now. So yeah, great. I think my stream's dropped off as well. Let's see what it does. Somehow I'm not streaming either. I'm streaming on YouTube.
Yeah, it was streamed earlier. It might have just knocked us off for some reason.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I'm streaming on YouTube anyway, so
yeah.
So that's fine. Excellent. Right, I'm going to just see if. Say again.
I'm just going to test out that alien.
Yes. And if you could have a look at that. Yeah, if you could have a look at that diffuse as well. I might see if I can. Oh, I've just uploaded it again. I think I've just uploaded it again. But anyway, you got. Oh, mind you, that's it. It's tell you what, Rob. It's I've uploaded it as a Targa. So I'm going to need to bear with me a second, because what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to open up Photoshop and change it into a JPEG. Okay. So maybe just continue doing what you're doing for it, because it won't work, will it? The diffuse. So. Yeah, it's in the where are we? You should see a thing that's at aliens. There we are. Aliens.
Yeah, if you just upload one.
Is there not one in there?
There's quite a few in there, but I haven't got that much room left, so you can just upload one with the texture. That'd be great.
All right. I thought I uploaded it again, like the one from Maya. So
I didn't see that.
Oh, let's have a look then. Alien 1, modified just now.
Yeah, that's in there. Yeah.
Yeah. That was great. So if you like replicated the like foliage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Duplicate it.
Yeah, it's great. How cool is that? Come on, people. How cool is that?
Real good.
Yeah, just really nice, isn't it? It's but the thing is, the cool thing is, it's like, okay, we may be a bit limited with tech, with what we're what we're using as groups. But as Rob mentioned before, there's things like P3D, so you could even share stuff together that way, like models, and then okay, it's not like interactive in real time, but you can kind of share stuff with each other like that and have a look at each other's models and even do screen shares. Do like you can even, to be honest, you can even just do like Zoom calls and just look at and just share each other's screens and I think also with Zoom, I think you can sort of take over someone's screen as well, so you could even draw on their screen if you wanted to. But that's if you wanted to. But yeah, I think there is something to be said about doing collaborations and just being interactive and just having a look at what how you can kind of bounce ideas off each other. I think that's really, really helpful.
So, Rob, what would you say the difference is between this and the Gravity Sketch?
In Gravity Sketch, you're able to just take something like a line. Is that a line? Yeah. Okay. So in Gravity Sketch, you can draw something. So let's say you would start with like a basic material like this. So that's in 3D. But then you can use something like a lofting tool. And if you did something like this to try and form like a chassis or a base on top of that line art, you can manipulate the points. So I can actually drag that out and make it form over my drawing.
Okay.
Very cool. You could also, there's other lofting tools where you would have a mirroring point, so it would be like this. And then as I sculpt, it will just sculpt like that. And then I can pull these points in and out. I can show you shortly. And then it will do things like this, but perfectly. This is very rough, but it'll perfectly sculpt it. So, yeah, Gravity Sketch is a lot more precise. Whereas this one, or just kind of like fun concepting and adding special effects, because you can't add special effects in any of the other softwares.
Okay. Thank you.
But Gravity Sketch, you used to have to pay for it, but now it's free. I think they've done like a deal with Steam, so it's definitely worth checking out if you got VR.
Yeah, I've already bought it, like when I first got the VR. So.
Right. Yeah. Now it's totally free, because I think they had a subscription at first. Like you could buy the software and then the rest was a subscription. So I bought it, but I didn't subscribe to it. But now it's just totally free. So
That's
got unlimited layers and a lot more free roam. So it's worth checking out.
That's good. Yeah, Tilbush is still 15 quid at the minute, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's still pretty good. I'd say it's worth the price.
That's good.
The user interface is really nice as well. Easy to get used to. It's not that taxing on your system either, which is great.
with Tiltbush, it's always best to have like a 3D base first, and then you add it all in.
I mean, it helps. It definitely helps to have something to work with. Like with this, for instance, just being able to take this and then model straight into it. That's great because you can model, if I just save this, where are we? Save, sketch added. If I just go back to some of these ready-made ones, where was that Thanos one? That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was cool. I've shown the what's as well, the Mandalorian one, the model.
Yeah,
It's great.
But yeah, these kind of primitive shapes that you can make these kind of low poly blocky shapes. And it's good for that, but you can't actually physically model into it. So I couldn't drag a point out and continue to model, or use tools like similar to 3D Coat or ZBrush, where I could start sculpting into it and kind of flattening areas and pushing and pulling areas. It is literally as is. So you use this tool, and you just kind of drag out each point to make that model.
Okay.
But you know, for that Sea of Thieves style, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Because you can do these rocks really easily.
That's it.
You just go like a grey, and then just start pushing and pulling these out.
It's really good though, just for just pure creation, just like sketching. It's as close you can get to sketching in 3D. You're just trying out ideas, and then you could take that form and then just work into it.
Yeah, totally. And it's good because it feels like you're actually doing something as well. It feels like you're actually creating this. When you're just sitting on the computer and moving a mouse, there's a slight disconnect, or at least I feel there's a disconnect. Whereas you're doing something in VR, yeah, you do feel like you're physically making this. But like Jason said, you don't need to do this in VR. We could always sculpt in something like 3D Coat or ZBrush and then put it into Sketchfab, and then do a nice render, add some post-processing effects. There you go. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, so let's go off this then. Let's quit this. And let's go on to Oculus Medium. Have you got Medium?
Medium?
Yeah, Oculus Medium.
No, I don't.
That's
no,
free.
Okay.
What headset have you got then?
I've got the Oculus Quest.
Oh, okay.
But I've got the link cable, so it can connect to the PC.
Yeah, much faster that way. Yeah, so this is Oculus Medium.
Okay.
You kind of spray play. So if I turn on, just remember how to use it. Turn on the mirror mode. And you can spray this way. And there we go.
Nice.
Yeah, and then we can use all these kind of tools. So we've got swirl tool. And this is playing at low poly. You can increase the res. I'm not going to do that because I'll probably slow down the system. But yeah, you can increase the res. We've got smooth tool. Smooth out areas. We've got move tool, so we can actually move parts of the geometry. got flatten tool. So yeah, this one's great for actual sculpting. If you wanted to make something in VR, then this is great, especially for organic sculpting. Inflate tool. That just feels so satisfying. And then we can go into the settings and where are we? This one back into clay. We've got loads of different brushes that we can use, so we can actually import our own, or we can just use some of these basic ones. And this one's great for creating terrains as well, so we can very quickly just spray in these rocks. And there we go, we've instantly...
And this can all be sent off to my video code.
Yeah. I've done some sculpting where I've done it in here, and then I've just put it into Keyshot and rendered it and added some texture. Because you can add textures on here, but it's kind of primitive. You can go into the paint and you kind of airbrush it. But still, it's pretty cool that we can paint. It's like spraying with a spray can. Let's just look into the settings. Spray, hardness, size.
Would you still need to UV map in everything, or because the texture's already on there how you want it?
I haven't been able to export the texture from here. This is only for kind of rendering out a scene. I'm not sure whether you can do it or not. I haven't experimented with it. You might be able to.
I was going to say, probably save a lot of time that way.
Yeah, otherwise you'd have to put this back into Maya or something and then UV it.
map. Yeah. Fair enough.
But yeah, to create quick scenes, there we go. All you got to do is just render this out and start painting into it. You know, great for concepts.
Cool. So
yeah, very cool.
I'm just looking at the time. So we're about an hour and 50 in now, Rob. So just check and see that you're all right and everyone else is all right, because I'm not sure if anyone's got to if everyone's happy to sort of stay for a little while longer, or if they need to push off. So that's the general gist of it. We were going to or are going to attempt to just import some of these alien characters in there. And then lastly, we're just going to sort of really just sort of finish off. We're just going to have a look at, as I'm sort of streaming this on YouTube as well, we're just going to have a look at Rob's YouTube channel as well, give that a bit of a plug. And I think then we'll pretty much sort of wrap up. So, yeah, just thought I'd get that in there.
Sounds good. So I'm just going to go back into Tilt Brush. There we go. Right, so what could we add? Let's have a look. Let's look at this paper brush. So it might be good to do this again and make sure that, you know, everyone's got some assets to import and create a little scene.
That's it.
Rob, you streaming Discord?
Let's just, it keeps flicking back to, there we go. Ta-da!
Thanks, James.
That's the only problem with headsets. I don't know whether the new ones, I saw that there's some sort of see-through option where it uses the camera.
Mm-hmm.
But in the older version that I've got, I can't see anything.
Yeah. Right, so I'm just going to try uploading another alien to you, Rob. Now they've all, it's the same character, it'll just be in different poses. So I uploaded a diffuse JPEG. So this next one, which is an OBJ, that's basically, it's just the same again. So if it works, it may not work. It didn't work with the landscape, so we'll see.
Right, let's have a look. So is it in the aliens folder?
It's Alien 1, it's called. Unless it's in the aliens folder. Should be called Alien 1. Not seeing anything?
No.
That's weird. It's there in the folder.
Just got aliens, rock foliage, toadstool 2. That's it.
All right. Let me just have a quick look then, because I'm wondering if it's something I've done at my end. But it should all be the same. Yeah, there's Alien 2 and the MTL file.
Delete all the other folders that are named Alien.
Could do. Let me just open that up. All right. So it's in Dropbox. Let me just right, let's go view details. So whereabouts is it? Have I dropped it in the wrong one? Collaboration, aliens, and then we've got files. So it's in files and alien. So files, where's that then? I've ended up like just uploading somewhere else completely different. So that's where they are. Dropbox. Oh, so maybe it's just in the Dropbox. Let's see if I can share it then. So maybe it's because I've just uploaded to Dropbox in general somehow, not into the right. So let me see if I can share this with you. No, that's odd. It's not allowing me to share. Right, let's try that. And Alien 2, OBJ, Alien 1, Alien OBJ. Right, so I've got that there. Let's see if I can transfer it. Transfer. Okay, I don't know what that is. No, I didn't want to do that. I don't know what it's offering me. I don't know what it's doing there. It's all right. I've got something else going on. Let's try and move. There we go. And I'll move it into that. There we go. That's better. Then, right. I'm now moving them into the folder, Rob. I have them in a separate folder, so my apologies. There we go. So it's just moving them in there now. So they should. It's basically Alien 1 and Alien 2. That's uploading. There we go. It's moved them all now. So you should have Alien 1, Alien 2 with the OBJ and the MTLs, and one diffuse JPEG.
Okay.
So if anyone's got any questions, by the way, you know, Paul's asked quite a few, but there's anyone else, you don't have to necessarily speak. You just sort of type it in the chat, either in Discord, or if you're watching on YouTube, you can type in there as well. Well, I don't know about anyone else, but I've been having fun. So it's been great. It's been great seeing Rob create all that stuff as well. That's Absolutely awesome. Just really exciting. I just wish we could all have VR headsets. It'd be to make things really, really interesting. But anyway, it just is what it is.
Right, okay, so just going to see if this works.
If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. That's fine.
Yeah, I think, what, is the alien posed in this one?
Yeah, it's posed, yeah.
Okay. I think it might be posed, but there might not be a texture on it, but let's have a look.
Yeah. It didn't do the last one, so it may not do that. We'll have a blank looking alien, but anyway, we'll have some figure that you could sort of put in there. So
Okay, let's test it.
drum roll. Yeah, there we are.
Right. Let's local alien one.
Oh,
Yes,
untextured.
untextured.
Ah. Oh well. Oh well. Oh well, there we are. You can see him a little bit in there. Alien hiding in the woods. There we are. Oh well. It's like a little silhouette, I guess. So.
Make it a bit smaller.
Excellent. But no, it's a really enchanting little scene. It's oh yeah, I don't know if Rob mentioned this as well, but you can also do videos. So you could create a little scene. Rob was playing around with this earlier, and you can basically plot a camera movement swirling around, and you can actually get video footage of your virtual scene as well. So that's very cool. It's a very cool feature.
Yeah, let's try it. So what's that going to do? There we go. Now if I play that, what's that going to do? Okay. Yeah.
Playing through.
So we can just add a new path. Let's do one here. And then around here. Does that work? Direction point.
Cool. You can actually see it playing through.
Yes, there we go.
Yeah. Brilliant.
All right, let's try that. And let's add a path. Let's start here. Then this around. There we go. And then add direction. Brilliant. Right,
There we are.
play there.
Brilliant. Look at that. Fantastic. Got a nice like wisp of cloud there and or mist. Yes, enchanting stuff. Really, really lovely. Well, it's a really lovely job there, Rob, and yeah, great fun, and it was really good fun. Did anyone? Oh, sorry, yeah. I think did Paul manage to get something uploaded?
It was mainly just a beer mug, but it hasn't been like finished yet.
Oh, right, okay. All right.
Don't worry about it.
All right. Well, anyway, it's mainly that you tried. That's the main thing. So it's maybe we can add it. Well, I'll tell you what, hold that one, and because this isn't the last one we're going to do, so we'll add it to the next one that we do, if you like.
Yeah. Well, I'll try doing my own VR stuff as well. And
yeah.
See what I can get done with.
Brilliant. Excellent. Well, we are sort of coming close to the end now. I wanted to just say to everyone, but also because I'm going to be putting this on my YouTube channel as well, I wanted to just sort of take a moment just to plug Rob's channel as well. So I'm just going to, as you're doing that, Rob, I'm just going to bring this over to the screen now. So anyone who's able to have a look on YouTube, you will see this. Is everyone on YouTube, or is some of you just looking at Rob's live stream?
Currently just on Rob's live stream.
Right. So let me see if I can just do a little screen share of mine. Then let's have a look. There we go. Bingo. Right. Thank you. It wasn't doing it before. Right. Can everyone see that now then?
Still loading.
All right.
Yeah, you might need to stop sharing your screen and share again.
All right.
Glitch.
Bit of a glitch. Let's try that then. So stop streaming. And then let's try it again. Share the screen. How's that? Any better?
No, it's still loading. That just takes its time. But...
No? How about anyone else? Is anyone else not seeing it? Still not seeing anything? It's showing live.
Yeah, it says you're live, but it's literally 2 dots going in a circle.
Maybe I'll maybe.
You'll probably find it's your upload speed.
Ah, right. It's the upload speed, right?
Yeah, because like I said, it's just constantly loading.
Yeah. So well, anyway, for anyone who's if you're looking back on this on YouTube, or if anyone's able to kind of look at this on YouTube as we're speaking, I'm just having a look at Rob's site. So if you're not subscribed to Rob's channel, I'm just putting this onto my YouTube channel now, Robert Dempster, and got some brilliant videos on there. So if you're not subscribed already, please subscribe. Rob works in a range of different media, into digital media, so lots of 3D. So he uses things like Keyshot, 3D Coat, ZBrush, Photoshop. Got quite a few channels on there. It's a relatively young channel, but it's growing. It's getting many followers, and a lot of different methods as well. Things like sculpting in ZBrush and creating hair, and things like that. And he's got strings of videos there that you can kind of go and look through. So for anyone who can't see, I'm just sort of going through some of Rob's content there. And then there's just some straight out concept scenes. So, like creating like a little scene. He's got here a photo bashing scene as well. So how do you kind of use found images and put them into an environment and sort of create an environment. So be sure to check his channel out. That's Robert Dempster. Like I say, it's a relatively new channel, but it is going to grow. So watch this space. Other than that, I'm going to go back to Rob now. I'm just going to move that away. So Rob's still having fun. How's it going over there, Rob?
Not bad, not bad. Still sculpting into this one. Just going to add some trees, some leaves. There's so many cool brushes in this tilt brush. It's definitely worth getting. Yeah.
And we've got Christone in the chat as well. So Christone's a follower of my channel. So welcome, Christone. Christone is coming all the way over from now. Forgive me. It's in the USA, but it's what now? Was it Minnesota? I can't remember now. Was it Minnesota? I'm sure it began with an M. What was it, Christone? I can't remember now. You'll have to forgive me. But anyway, it's coming straight from the USA. So Christone's been very, very supportive over the years when I've been doing streams and doing videos. So, Michigan, there we are. Thank you. Yes, all the way from Michigan. So welcome, Christone. So so we've just been doing a live stream for the last couple of hours with my colleague Robert Dempster. If you're not familiar with his channel, go check it out. Robert Dempster. It's a relatively new channel, but yeah, he does some really, really cool videos. Lots of different media: ZBrush, Keyshot, Maya, Photoshop. Have I missed anything out, Rob?
I think that pretty much sums it up.
All right, there we are then, yeah. And of course, he's a VR master, so he's building this incredible scene. So we've been doing a little collaboration where I've been making some toadstools and some rocks, and he's basically arranged them all into this little enchanting little scene. So yeah, so we are sort of coming to close to an end now. But did anyone want to ask before we wrap things up? Any questions about anything modeling related, games related, anything really? So in case you can't see that, so Christone's saying, I've seen some of the YouTube thumbnails, they look really legit. He said, are we painting in VR? Yes, we are painting in VR. Rob is painting in VR. It's now, you're using Google Tilt Brush, aren't you, Rob, at the moment?
That's it, yeah.
Yeah. So we do actually have another, well, we've got HTC Vive, which is a similar job, but unfortunately we've got that at the university, so I can't get access to that at the moment. And plus, I don't think this computer would handle it, so I'm hoping at some point to go and go and grab it from the university and bring it back home and start doing some stuff. So yeah, so working in VR, it's really good. What we were saying earlier is VR is a really cool tool if you just want to sketch things out, block things out in 3D form, a little environment. And then if you wanted to, you can export the entire thing as an OBJ and then put it into, say, ZBrush, put it into 3D Coat or Maya or anything like that, and continue to work into it. So, it's almost like a kind of, a kind of, virtual sketchbook, if you will. So yeah, but everyone else, you're fairly quiet out there. I think we're probably dwindling a little bit now, aren't we? Maybe everyone's getting a little bit hungry. I don't know. Did anyone want to ask any questions before we wrap things up at all? Now I've got a yawn there. Apart from that, is there anyone else? I'd take it as a no. I mean, look, it's fine. It's just if you want to ask any questions, you can do, or type anything out. But I think we're probably done, aren't we? Maybe everyone's ready to kind of go and grab a cup of coffee or go and get something to eat, or maybe go for a snooze even. Who knows? But anyway, hopefully you found this. You found it entertaining and informing. We're going to see about doing this like I say, if not every week, maybe every other week. So, do let us know, and if there's anything you want to kind of like, any themes that you want to explore. And we want to try and make this collaborative, okay? So it's not just me and Rob. We want to get everyone involved in it, in just doing a little bit. And of course, if you're thinking about coursework, or why not include this as development work, with the projects. Yeah, so you don't have to. It doesn't have to be an either or type thing. So just something to bear in mind. Chris Stone, so my friend from the States, is saying, am I streaming this for the class? Yes, I am, Chris Stone. So this is for the Games Art group. We did have a few more people who joined us on YouTube, but I think they've probably gone off to get a bit of lunch now. So we're just kind of coming to the end now. So that's it, really. Other than that, so thanks everyone for joining us. Thanks to Chris Stone from all the way from Michigan for joining us as well. Always good to see you. There will be more to come, so yeah, keep an eye out. But other than that, Rob, did you want to have the last say, the final word? It looks like you're having too much fun over there, but yeah, do you want to?
I am, yeah. It's always hard to talk when you get sucked into the zone. You know that feeling where you're in the zone and you just
I know.
can't get out of it. No, I've really enjoyed it. I've just noticed you can change the lighting scenario, so I've just added some kind of trees and bushes up here, and it adds the reflection.
Yeah.
It's just good fun.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it should be fun when you're doing this stuff. So that's what I've got to say about that. Have fun.
Excellent. All right. Well, unless anyone else has got any questions, we're going to wrap this up. So thanks everyone for joining us. Look out for more in the future, and do let us know. Give us some feedback about what you'd like to see, and then we'll see if we can arrange something. When we do another collaboration. So it might be an idea that you've got that you want to kind of have a play around with, and let's do it. So yeah, so that's a thanks from Rob. It's a thanks from me, and thanks for watching, and yeah, thanks to Chris Stone all the way from Michigan for tuning in on YouTube, and we're going to sign off now, and we shall catch you guys on the next one. So that's it. Bye for now.
Take care, everyone.
Thanks very much.
Cheers.